This is the Constitution of the Syrian Arab Republic. Preamble. The Arab civilization, which is a part of human heritage, has faced through its long history great challenges aimed at breaking its will and subjecting it to colonial domination. But it has always rose through its own creative abilities to exercise its role in building human civilization. The Syrian Arab Republic is proud of its Arab identity and the fact that its people are an integral part of the Arab nation. The Syrian Arab Republic embodies this belonging in its national and pan-Arab project and the work to support Arab cooperation in order to promote integration and achieve the unity of the Arab nation. The Syrian Arab Republic considers international peace and security a key objective and a strategic choice, and it works on achieving both of them under the international law and the values of right and justice. The Syrian Arab role has increased on the regional and international levels over the past decades, which has led to achieving human and national aspirations, and achievements in all fields and domains. Syria has occupied an important political position as it is the beating heart of Arabism, the forefront of confrontation with the world and its capabilities and wealth. The long struggle and sacrifices of our people for the sake of its independence, progress, and national unity has paved the way for building the strong state and promoting cohesion between the people and their Syrian Arab army, which is the main guarantor and protector of the homeland sovereignty, security, stability, and territorial integrity, thus forming the solid foundation of the people's struggle for liberating all occupied territories. The Syrian society, with all its components and constituents, and through its popular, political, and civil institutions and organizations, has managed to accomplish achievements that demonstrate the depth of civilizational accumulation represented by the Syrian society, its unwavering will, and its ability to keep pace with the changes and to create the appropriate environment to maintain its human role as historical and effective power in the march of human civilization. Since the beginning of the 21st century, Syria, both as people and institutions, had faced the challenge of development and modernization during tough regional and international circumstances, which targeted its national sovereignty. This has formed the incentive to accomplish this constitution as the basis for strengthening the rule of law. The completion of this constitution is the accumulation of the people's struggle on the road to freedom and democracy. It is a real embodiment of achievements, a response to shifts and changes, an evidence of organizing the march of state towards the future, a regulator of the movement of its institutions, and a source of litigation. All of this is attainable through a system of fundamental principles that enshrines independence, sovereignty, and the rule of the people based on election, political and party pluralism, and the protection of national unity, cultural diversity, public freedoms, human rights, social justice, equality, equal opportunities, citizenship, and the rule of law, where the society and the citizen are the objective and the purpose for which every national effort is dedicated. Preserving the dignity of the society and the citizen is an indicator of the civilization of the country and the prestige of the state. Your journey to financial fitness begins with just one step. It can seem daunting to get all your financial ducks in a row, but the beauty of any journey is that it doesn't happen all at once. Step by step, goal by goal, do that next good thing by putting financial protection in place with life insurance. Then, no matter what happens in your financial or life journey, your loved ones will be okay financially. Take that first step today. Click on the link below and schedule an appointment with me. I can help. Title 1. The Basic Principles. The Political Principles. Article 1. The Syrian Arab Republic is a democratic state with full sovereignty, indivisible, and may not waive any part of its territory, and is part of the Arab homeland. The people of Syria are part of the Arab nation. Article 2. The system of governance in the state shall be a republican system. Sovereignty is an attribute of the people, and no individual or group may claim sovereignty. Sovereignty shall be based on the principle of the rule of the people, by the people, and for the people. The people shall exercise their sovereignty within their aspects and limits prescribed in the Constitution. The religion of the President of the Republic is Islam. Islamic jurisprudence shall be a major source of legislation. The state shall respect all religions and ensure the freedom to perform all the rituals that do not prejudice public order. The personal statutes of religious communities shall be protected and respected. Article 4. The official language of the state is Arabic. Article 5. The capital of the state is Damascus. Article 6. The flag of the Syrian Arab Republic consists of 3 colors: red, white, and black, in addition to 2 stars, each with 5 heads of green color. The flag is rectangular in its shape. Its width equals 2/3 of its length and consists of 3 rectangles evenly spaced along the flag, the highest in red, the middle in white, and the lowest in black. And the 2 stars are in the middle of the white rectangle. The law identifies the state's emblem, its national anthem, and the respective provisions. Article 7. The constitutional oath shall be as follows. I swear by the Almighty God to respect the country's constitution, laws, and the republican system, to look after the interests and freedom of the people, to safeguard the homeland's sovereignty, independence, freedom, and to defend its territorial integrity, and to act in order to achieve social justice and the unity of the Arab nation. My friends, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain a little. Number 1, it's free. 2, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will then distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you've ever been looking for to make a podcast in one place. Go ahead and download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Article 8. The political system of the state shall be based on the principle of political pluralism and exercising power democratically through the ballot box. Licensed political parties and constituencies shall contribute to the national political life and shall respect the principles of national sovereignty and democracy. The law shall regulate the provisions and procedures related to the formation of political parties. Carrying out any political activity or forming any political parties or groupings on the basis of religion, sectarian, tribal, regional, class-based, professional, or on discrimination based on gender, origin, race, or color may not be undertaken. Public office or public money may not be exploited for a political, electoral, or party interest. Article 9. As a national heritage that promotes national unity in the framework of territorial integrity of the Syrian Arab Republic, the Constitution shall guarantee the protection of cultural diversity of the Syrian society with all its components and the multiplicity of its tributaries. Article 10. Public organizations, professional unions, and associations shall be bodies that group citizens in order to develop society and attain the interests of its members. The state shall guarantee the independence of these bodies and the right to exercise public control and participation in various sectors, and the councils defined in laws, in areas which achieve their objectives and in accordance with the terms and conditions prescribed by law. Article 11. The Army and the Armed Forces shall be a national institution responsible for defending the security of the homeland and its territorial integrity. This institution shall be in the service of the people's interests and the protection of its objectives and the national security. Article 12. Democratically elected councils at the national or local level shall be institutions through which citizens exercise their role in sovereignty, state building, and leading society. Chapter 2. Economic Principles. Article 13. The national economy shall be based on the principle of developing public and private economic activity through economic and social plans aiming at increasing the national income, developing production, raising the individual's living standards, and creating jobs. Economic policy of the state shall aim at meeting the basic needs of individuals and society through the achievement of economic growth and social justice in order to reach comprehensive, balanced, and sustainable development. The state shall guarantee the protection of producers and consumers, foster trade and investment, prevent monopoly in various economic fields, and work on developing human resources and protecting the labor force in a way that serves the national economy. Article 14. Natural resources, facilities, institutions, and public utilities shall be publicly owned, and the state shall invest and oversee their management for the benefit of all people, and the citizens' duty is to protect them. Article 15. Collective and individual private ownership shall be protected in accordance with the following basis. 1. General confiscation of funds shall be prohibited. A. Private ownership shall not be removed except in the public interest by a decree and against fair compensation according to the law. Confiscation of private property shall not be imposed without a final court ruling. C. Private property may be confiscated for necessities of war and disaster by a law and against fair compensation. 2. Compensation shall be equivalent to the real value of the property. Article 16. The law shall determine the maximum level of agricultural ownership and agricultural investment to ensure the protection of the farmer and the agricultural laborer from exploitation and to ensure increased production. Article 17. The right of inheritance shall be maintained in accordance with the law. Article 18. Taxes, fees, and overhead costs shall not be imposed except by a law. The tax system shall be based on a fair basis, and taxes shall be progressive in a way that achieves principles of equality and social justice. Chapter 3. Social Principles. Article 19. Society in the Syrian Arab Republic shall be based on the basis of solidarity, symbiosis, and respect for the principles of social justice, freedom, equality, and maintenance of human dignity of every individual. Article 20. The family shall be the nucleus of society, and the law shall maintain its existence and strengthen its ties. 2. The state shall protect and encourage marriage, and shall work on removing material and social obstacles that hinder it. The state shall also protect maternity and childhood, take care of young children and youth, and provide the suitable conditions for the development of their talents. Article 21. Martyrdom for the sake of the homeland shall be a supreme value, and the state shall guarantee the families of the martyrs in accordance with the law. Article 22. The state shall guarantee every citizen and his family in case of emergency, sickness, disability, orphanhood, and old age. The state shall protect the health of citizens and provide them with the means of prevention, treatment, and medication. Article 23. The state shall provide women with all opportunities enabling them to effectively and fully contribute to the political, economic, social, and cultural life, and the state shall work on removing the restrictions that prevent their development and participation in building society. Article 24. The state shall shoulder, in solidarity with the community, the burdens resulting from natural disasters. Article 25. Education, health, and social services shall be the basic pillars for building society, and the state shall work on achieving balanced development among all regions of the Syrian Arab Republic. Article 26. Public service shall be a responsibility and an honor, the purpose of which is to achieve public interest and to serve the people. Citizens shall be equal in assuming the functions of public service, and the law shall determine the conditions of assuming such functions and the rights and duties assigned to them. Article 27. Protection of the environment shall be the responsibility of the state and society, and it shall be the duty of every citizen. Chapter 4. Educational and Cultural Principles. Article 28. The educational system shall be based on creating a generation committed to its identity, heritage, belonging, and national unity. Article 29. Education shall be a right guaranteed by the state, and it is free at all levels. The law shall regulate the cases where education could not be free at universities and government institutions. Education shall be compulsory until the end of basic education stage, and the state shall work on extending compulsory education to other stages. The state shall oversee education and direct it in a way that achieves a link between it and the needs of society and the requirements of development. The law shall regulate the state's supervision of private educational institutions. Article 30. Physical education shall be an essential pillar in building society, and the state shall encourage it to prepare a generation which is physically, morally, and intellectually fit. The state shall support scientific research, and all its requirements ensure the freedom of scientific literacy, artistic, and cultural creativity, and provide the necessary means for that end. The state shall provide any assistance for the progress of sciences and arts, and shall encourage scientific and technical inventions, creative skills, talents, and protect their results. Article 32. The state shall protect antiquities, archaeological and heritage sites, and objects of artistic, historical, and cultural value. Protect the ones you love. You're a chauffeur, a short order cook, a homework maven, a dryer of tears, also known as mommy. It's rewarding and tough, especially if you are your children's one and only. But have you considered what would happen if you were no longer there to take care of them? While nothing can replace you, having life insurance means that if something happened to you, your children would be okay financially. Protect the ones you love with life insurance. Click on the link below and schedule an appointment with me. I can help. Title 2. Rights, Freedom, and the Rule of Law. Chapter 1. Rights and Freedoms. Article 33. Freedom shall be a sacred right, and the state shall guarantee the personal freedom of citizens and preserve their dignity and security. Citizenship shall be a fundamental principle which involves rights and duties enjoyed by every citizen and exercised according to law. Citizens shall be equal in rights and duties without discrimination among them on grounds of sex, origin, language, religion, or creed. The state shall guarantee the principle of equal opportunities among citizens. Article 34. Every citizen shall have the right to participate in the political, economic, social, and cultural life, and the law shall regulate this. Article 35. Every citizen shall be subjected to the duty of respecting the Constitution and laws. Article 36. The inviolability of private life shall be protected by the law. Houses shall not be entered or inspected except by an order of the competent judicial authority in the cases prescribed by law. Article 37. Confidentiality of postal correspondence Telecommunications and radio and other communications shall be guaranteed in accordance with the law. Article 38. No citizen may be deported from the country or prevented from returning to it. No citizen shall be extradited to any foreign entity. Every citizen shall have the right to move in or leave the territory of the state unless prevented by a decision from the competent court of the Public Prosecution Office or in accordance with the laws of public health and safety. Article 39. Political refugees shall not be extradited because of their political beliefs or for their defense of freedom. Article 40. Work shall be a right and a duty for every citizen, and the state shall endeavor to provide for all citizens, and the law shall organize work, its conditions, and the worker's rights. Each worker shall have a fair wage according to the quality and output of the work. This wage shall be no less than the minimum wage that ensures the requirement of living and changes in living conditions. The state shall guarantee social and health security of workers. Article 41. Payment of taxes, fees, and public costs shall be a duty in accordance with the law. Article 42. Freedom of belief shall be protected in accordance with the law. Every citizen shall have the right to freely and openly express his views, whether in writing or orally, or by all other means of expression. Article 43. The state shall guarantee freedom of the press, printing and publishing, the media and its independence in accordance with the law. Article 44. Citizens shall have the right to assemble peacefully, demonstrate, and to strike from work within the framework of the constitutional principles, and the law shall regulate the exercise of these rights. Article 45. Freedom of forming associations and unions shall be based on national basis for lawful purposes and by peaceful means, which are guaranteed in accordance with the terms and conditions prescribed by law. Article 46. Compulsory military service shall be a sacred duty and is regulated by law. Defending the territorial integrity of the homeland and maintaining the secrets of state shall be a duty of every citizen. Article 47. The state shall guarantee the protection of national unity, and the citizen's duty is to maintain it. Article 48. The law shall regulate the Syrian Arab citizenship. Article 49. Election and referendum are the right and duty of the citizens, and the law shall regulate their exercise.